million for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Rodgers going to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Rodgers. Work in the middle of it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Buccaneers at 9-2 to start play. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Rodgers' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw is Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Here we go, son.
2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. This 2nd and 4. Up the gun, Fournette. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Rodgers now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Here's a diving catch right side. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And now what's this? They fake the strike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Panthers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go,
the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now Rodgers. That is caught into space at the 45 and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They begin with a run by Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. In motion right, Dobbs. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Fields. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Fields now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Gano for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Buccaneers nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
At the 27-yard line.
Get 300. Get 26. Jumbo.
Rodgers now on first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
On gain of 9, brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Hey, take 26. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Marte Mapu.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
You got a mini base. Fields on first down.
And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and the route is on. It's 24-0.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Time on, set to kick off.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Now Fields going to move him around. A first down carry for Barkley. There he goes left side. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley, 59 yards. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Buccaneers nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He's not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28.
It's fourth down.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Able to slither by. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Wow, an even 200 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Barkley will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They're going to run with Taysom Hill, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taysom Hill, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers nothing. Gano to kick off for Carolina.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, where y'all going?
On first down, Rodgers.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
Second down, back to Fournette.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 33. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go with a big bank Fournette.
Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard? He did, says the referee. Barely. First down.
31-yard line.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And they're going to speed things up here. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
208 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Second down and 4.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Carolina.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From the 28, it's second and 5.
Good. Right.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
First down, Panthers.
Hey, can't. All right.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here we go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. In motion right, Dobbs. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the
there he goes, right side. Now he's into the clear again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 46 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. A handoff to Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Carolina.
Fields going to change things up here. In motion left goes a tight end. Again, it's Barkley.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Now Saquon Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Go.
Saquon Barkley running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down.
Sit high. Sit high.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And my goodness, another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it. He's to the 10.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to start at a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about